When? Why?
Well, there's a job that I can make more money at. I can send more money home to Mama and the farm.
But your mother said the farm's doing much better. I need you here.
Oh, you'll be fine. We'll keep in touch.
It's going to be the same as having you here to talk to.
Island, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Darling,
Everyone's waiting for us in the car.
Ida, promise me you're not going to leave without saying goodbye.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
Sweetheart, come on. Let's go. Can I talk to you before you make your final decision?
Yeah, I'll give you a call, okay?
Sweetheart, tell Mr. Channing that I'll be out in just a minute, will you? I want to have a word with Miss Snyde.
As you saw, Mrs. Hughes refused to give any statement. Olive Oakdale is shocked that the lovely wife of prominent physician Dr. Robert Hughes has been charged with the second-degree murder of local restaurateur Douglas Cummings. The next step for her will be a grand jury hearing to determine whether she will be indicted on this serious charge. It is ironic that Mrs. Hughes was arrested tonight in the same restaurant that was once owned by Mr. Cummings. As you may recall, Mr. Cummings was a psychopathic murderer responsible for the deaths of victims Marie Kovac, Cal Randolph, and Dr. Henry Strauss. Cummings had allegedly kidnapped Mrs. Hughes and her stepdaughter Fanny Hughes to a remote house in Colorado where his own life ended. And so the bizarre mystery continues. This is Judith Clayton, live from the Oakdale Police Headquarters. I'll have more live coverage for you as this incredible story goes on.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by rich, delicious, mountain-grown Folgers crystals, and by Spick and Span Pine. Clean's toughest bathroom grime, or our name isn't Spick and Span.
The special richness of Folgers crystals. Enjoy the same richness in decaffeinated Folgers crystals, made from Folgers mountain-grown coffee. The only decaffeinated with Folgers rich aroma and those dark, sparkling crystals that burst into Folgers' deep, rich flavor.
That is rich.
Enjoy mountain-grown decaffeinated Folgers crystals.
I am telling you that I love my pine cleaner.
We challenged Mrs. Rubin to test her pine cleaner against Spick and Span Pine to see which would clean toughest bathtub grime the best. The winner, Spick and Span Pine.
There is no doubt that it is the most effective thing that I have seen.
And it deodorizes and disinfects, too.
I'm more than willing to change to Spick and Span Pine because it's proved to me that it works the best.
Spick and Span Pine. Among leading pines, it's the best for cleaning bathrooms, or our name isn't Spick and Span.
Where have you been? I was worried.
Long day.
Oh, you're home.
Careful, hon. This shirt's got the dirt and smell in 3 states on it.
Who cares? Oh, what a smell. Right, Buster? These clothes are really grungy. What is that? Nasty. That shirt's got more than a lot of miles on it. Come on, Tide.
Tide won't quit on tough dirt or the smell of hard work that comes with it. Put Tide to work on dirt, no problem, and heavy-duty odors gone. Tide keeps going till you know your clothes are clean.
Got a clean shirt?
This shirt's so clean. I'm not going to let you out of my sight.
On tough dirt and odor, Tide won't quit till your clothes come clean.
I am sorry!
Man! What a pack of vultures. Hey, Margot. You don't need this. Why don't you get out of here, huh?
I don't know where I can go. I and my first reaction is to go be with Kim, but Tom's going to be there, so that's silly.
Look, she's gonna need all the support that she can get. Why don't you call a truce with Tom for one night?
Oh, Hal, it's not that easy. I have an idea. Why don't we both go and get a cup of coffee, and that way we can make us both feel better.
You wanna make me feel better?
Yeah, I want to make you feel
You
better.
wanna make me happy?
Yes.
Then go to the Hughes' house and be with your family. They need you.
Well, I would say we might make some front-page news with this case, wouldn't you?
Something ranking. Here, good night.
Hughes. I know we've had a few disagreements in the past, but I hope you realize there's nothing personal in any of this. I'm only trying to see my job as the district attorney and have justice done.
I think our ideas of justice are very different. Good night.
After the arraignment, Mrs. Hughes was
Arraignment?
released on
Yeah,
her
what does
own
that mean?
recovery.
That
means that your mother has been formally charged before a judge.
Do they really think they've got a case against her?
Look, Andrew, I know this is a shock, but I want you to try to take it easy, all right?
Okay, she's been arrested for murder, Dad. That's not something that you just forget about.
I understand that, Andrew,
Here
but
she
just
is.
calm.
Oh, Mom. Mom, you okay?
I'm fine, son. I'm fine.
We were watching on TV. How can they accuse you of such things?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hi, Mom.
I don't think I've ever done anything harder in my life than staying at that table after you were taken out tonight. But Andy was great. We stayed and finished our dinner just as you asked.
Well, you see, I knew I could count on you both. It's kind of hard keeping up appearances, isn't it?
Appearances, Mom. I don't care about appearances. I only care about you.
Well, Andy, it's over for tonight.
Hey, look, do they really think they have a case against
I don't know, John. They don't have a ghost of a case. I'm amazed it's gone this far already.
So what happens now?
Now Hobson goes to the grand jury to present his case, such as it is. They're in their right minds to laugh him right out of the room. 'Cause what you did, Kim, you did to protect Franny from a kidnapper. Unless Hobson knows something that we don't know, that is perfectly justifiable homicide.
Craig, please, would you mind just taking over for me? I need to get over to Kansas. I am really so
All right, go ahead.
distressed.
Go ahead.
Listen, I hope that you can keep your little reporters away from Kim and the rest of the Hughes family.
I'm in the newspaper business, Mrs. McCall. Miss Snyder, I just wanted to say something to you. I just wanted to know whether you've had time to reflect on what I said to you about it.
There's nothing to think about, Mrs. Walsh. Good night.
What's with you and I, Miss Snyder?
I'd ask you the same thing.
Yes,
Snyder. This is important, Miss Snyder.
Holden, I need to stay for a minute. Why don't you take Mama and Meg home and come back for me, okay?
Okay. In fact, you might as well just drop me off at the stables. I think I'll sleep there tonight.
Okay.
Holden, you look very cute. New clothes. You're doing good work. Time for a raise. We'll talk about it soon. Good night.
Good night.
If that was for my benefit, you can just save your breath.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, I see you trying to pretend to be this gracious lady of the manor. So I think Lily's in good hands. Meanwhile, you're making my life miserable by keeping Ted Channing around.
Miss Snyder, I don't wish to trade insults with you. I'm just here to appeal to the sense of fair play. You proposed a bargain with me about my daughter, and now you are changing the rules.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, Miss Snyder. As I work to try to make things better with Lily, you do your best to alienate her from me. And this latest ploy.
What ploy were you
Not with a
talking
word.
about?
I heard you. I heard you tell that child that you're thinking about leaving town. You are manipulating that child's feelings.
I am not
slowly.
manipulating. I'm just leaving town because she's hurting, that's all.
Well, I think that's simply wonderful. I will pay for the ticket. I think that would be easier for every one of us. So you do think about that. You think about it hard.
You're not scaring me, Mrs. Walsh.
I'm not trying to scare you, child. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go to work.
Want me to give your best to Tad Channing?
No.
Oh, no, of course not. He's already had that, hasn't he?
That you left.
I sent Holden. Mama was real tired, so he's going to come back for me.
Good. That'll give me some time to talk you out of leaving town.
I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay no matter what happens.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. Good.
Introducing the diaper made especially for mothers who care about how dry their babies are. So revolutionary, it's the driest diaper ever made. It's the newest way Pampers brings you dryness. New Ultra Pampers. Even when they're wet, they're dry. Because Ultra Pampers works in an incredible way. See how ultra thin it is? That's our revolutionary thin core. Watch. Regular diapers can keep wetness next to baby skin. So when they're wet, they're wet. Only Ultra Pampers thin lock-away core takes wetness and locks it away from baby skin. That's why you can make the diaper this wet, but you can't squeeze it out. See? Even when they're wet, they're dry. It's the newest member of the Pampers family. New Ultra Thin Ultra Pampers. Even when they're wet, they're dry. The driest ever. Look for Thin Ultra Pampers in this new jumbo pack. Don't let the size fool you. Thin Ultra Pampers gives you twice as many diapers as convenience packs.
No more excuses for spots.
Spots?
I'll bet Harry unloaded the dishwasher.
Maybe she didn't see the spots.
Maybe.
I used the energy cycle.
No more excuses for spots with new improved Cascade. Under tough conditions like the energy cycle, other leading brands can leave spots. Cascade's advanced sheeting action leaves dishes virtually spotless. Let's start over with Cascade.
Terrific.
Everything looks wonderful.
Even on the energy cycle, there's no excuse for spots with new improved Cascade.
Mom, what are you doing here?
It's your birthday, isn't it?
I'm not a kid anymore.
Well, I am.
People can't help but help themselves.
They just can't help themselves.
Duncan Hines yellow cake is irresistibly moist. See, our batter is moist, smooth, and it makes a cake so moist, it even clings to this fork.
Hey, I'm finished. This one's for you, big guy.
Ma, you're the best.
Well, I think I feel better about leaving. I just hope it's the right decision.
I know it is. I know it is. You'll feel... You'll see. Hey, come on. Let's go back inside. We'll crack open a bottle of champagne and celebrate. What do you think?
Okay.
All right?
All right,
great. Come on, come on.
Hey, guys.
Hi, are you two leaving?
Well, we're going to go over to Kim's and, make sure she's all right. I still can't believe any of this has happened. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, take your time. All right, don't worry about getting to work on time tomorrow morning.
All right, I'll call if I'll be late, all right?
I heard you were talking to Tad Channing this evening. I know that couldn't have been very pleasant.
You talk to Channing?
Well, yeah, I would have told you about it, but then everything happened with Kim, and I forgot. It doesn't...
What did you say to him?
A few basic truths. I told him, you're not having an affair with Iva. I thought it was terrible that he was doing all these things to hurt you. It doesn't do any good, though. I mean, the guy has a slick answer for everything.
He can justify anything, he says.
If you don't mind my asking, what did you ever see in the guy anyway?
I think I saw what I wanted to see. I mean, he was very successful, and I had a very low opinion of myself at that time, and he was like Prince Charming. I had a rude awakening, though.
Well, the guy's his sleeves. I still wish you'd stay here, help me fight him. It's funny you should say that.
I've changed my mind if I have a job.
What, are you kidding?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not kidding.
That's the best news I've heard all year. Terrific. Okay, then I'll see you at the job tomorrow. Right, bright and early, huh?
Early?
Okay. Well, we better be going. All right. Craig, you take care of her. She's one in a million. All right.
They're nice people.
So are you.
You think so?
Yeah. Second time I've heard you say what a little opinion you used to have of yourself. So how could you be so wrong, huh?
I've heard enough sad stories for this evening. What about that champagne that you were talking about? What do you think?
Come on.
Crack it open?
Yeah, let's...
Okay.
reporters hanging around their house.
Brian, we need some statements from them. This is a big story.
I'm not denying that. We're going to play it on the front page tomorrow, but I want to play this from the angle that it's a clear-cut case of justifiable homicide. You understand me?
Okay, got it. You think the public's really going to read it?
If they're interested in reading the truth, they will. Give me a rough draft first thing, all right?
Brian, DA's office.
Try to call his assistant Bill Carey at home. It's going to be a long night.
Oh, no problem. I love seeing you at work.
Yeah?
I didn't realize how lucky I am.
Brian McCall. Look, I told you I didn't want that. All right, I'll be right down. Excuse me.
Isn't he wonderful?
Well, you were pretty wonderful yourself tonight.
Yeah?
Oh, when Simple Barbara joined us at the Mona Lisa, well, you were so adorable. You make us so uncomfortable.
Well, I've discovered it's easy to be adorable when all the cards are in your hand. You see, I think I have something on simple old Babs.
Huh?
But I am not giving it away until I'm sure of the facts.
Sounds good. She should get what's coming to her.
Oh, which reminds me,
Mm-hmm.
I've been meaning to talk with you very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa McCall is quite dear to me, and I think she might be falling for that fatal charm of yours. I don't want you to hurt her.
I wouldn't dream of it. Oh, I'm mad for Lisa.
All right, I believe you, No, but Lucinda Wall.
No, that is a horse of a different color.
Just be careful. She is dangerous. Now, you've discovered some kind of promotional idea for her company or something. If you are planning some kind of scam or...
No. I swear I am on the up and up. Now, as long as Oakdale is going to be your home, I am legit.
Okay, thank you.
Anytime you feel like trading places there, Earl.
Oh, I couldn't take the pace. Oh, everything under control?
Not even close. Hello, Tom? It's Brian.
Hi, Brian. Should I assume you're calling on business?
No. In fact, I've given strict orders that none of my reporters are to bother your family. Tom, I'm calling you as a friend to tell you that Hobson is planning a press conference for tomorrow.
To rake Kim over the coals, with the help of the City Times, no doubt.
Well, it's something you should be prepared for. Listen, Tom, why don't you tell Kim if she's ready to make a statement to me, I'm ready to write an editorial telling everyone just how ludicrous Hobson's charges really are.
You know, that might be a good idea. Your legal background would help.
Yeah. Well, give Kim my best and tell her not to worry. There's not a chance in hell they'll get an indictment.
Right, I'll tell her. All right, thanks for calling. Yeah, that was Brian on the phone. He wanted to alert us Hobson is calling a press conference for the morning, and it could get rough. But he had a really good suggestion. He wants to run an editorial featuring your side of this whole thing. You just have to give him a statement.
Honey, I wouldn't even know what to say. I don't even know how this whole thing got started.
Just because that bloodthirsty district attorney wants to run for governor, and I am just so thankful that you, Tom, are her lawyer, because you will not let that scallywag get by with this.
Kim, I want to talk to you about that, as a matter of fact. Listen, I'm happy to prepare you for the grand jury, but if by some fluke this does go to trial, you might want to get yourself another lawyer.
Tom, why would she want to do that?
Because Hobson hates my guts. It could really hurt you, Kim.
Oh, well, I don't care. I'm going to take my chances. I want you to represent me,
I
please.
think that's such a good idea. I mean, if they're enemies like he says, maybe...
No. I've made up my mind. Thank you.
I don't...
But, Johnny, you know, Kim has gone through a terrible ordeal tonight. I think it'd be much better for her at this point if she were just left alone with her family.
Yeah, well, I guess you two better leave then.
I am family, John.
Oh, darn it, I forget that all the time. What do you think all your relatives would think if they knew you were the one who broke up Margot and Tom? You can't keep that hidden forever, you know. Andrew, it's past your bedtime. No more sandwiches. Come on, I'll walk you upstairs.
Mom's here. I'd like to stay with her.
Honey, your dad's right. You've got school tomorrow. Let's not let this mess upset our lives any more than we have to. Go on up with us, all right, son? I'll come up later. I love you.
Hang in there, Andy.
I know.
Father Donald, you look as though you'd seen a ghost. What did that horrible person say to you?
Oh, nothing worth repeating. I'll get that, okay?
Mushroom.
Mushroom?
Introducing Magic Mushroom, the long-lasting air freshener from Airwick.
Ooh, it's cute.
And it works as good as it looks for over a month.
Cute in the kitchen.
And it works as good as it looks.
Cute in the bathroom.
And it works as good as it looks. Only Magic Mushroom has the new centimeter system to meter the scent continuously, as effective day 1 is day 30.
Magic Mushroom works as good as it looks.
And it's cute. Magic Mushroom, the long-lasting air freshener from Airwick.
Now you're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from big savings on quality jeans for your kids when you buy either Jif peanut butter or Duncan Hines quick bread or muffin mix. You can save up to $9. $3 off each pair of Sears Tough Skins jeans. For each pair, bring one of these 3 labels, the certificate and the cash register receipt, to a Sears retail store. See Sunday's paper for certificate and details.
I thought you were camping out at the Malone's.
Yeah, you got a blanket?
Miss Malone didn't give you one?
Well, her blankets don't have that nice smell.
Only Downy rinses in that pure, clean April fresh smell while it gets you washed deep down soft.
That's more like it. And it's soft.
Sure, Downy.
You take this one. Oh, I don't blame you.
The soft April freshness of Downy.
Monday,
It's a matter of national security.
a blackmailing killer is gunning for Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
I got the woman in my sight.
Then it's a May-December romance on Kate and Alley.
It's very obvious. You're a dirty old lady. It's worth it.
And a new heart.
I'm going back to school.
And guess who's the teacher?
Well, mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Monday.
Well, Margot, I'm glad you're here.
No, come on. I'm sorry to put you in at this hour. I just am very upset by what has happened, and I just want you to know that D.A. Hobson is behind all of this.
I know. I understand he's trying to make a name for himself.
I have several names I'd like to call him right now. He would deserve each and every one of them. I don't understand why he's doing all this. Roy Franklin thinks the whole thing is wrong, and that's probably why he was thrown off the case. Even Hal Munson agrees that this should never have been an arrest.
Well, Munson made the arrest as easy as possible.
I'm so sorry. I know what this has put you through.
It really was horrible. The fingerprinting and the photographers and the arraignment. I don't know what I would have done if it hadn't been for Tom.
Well, I just want you to know no grand jury's going to take these charges seriously. So it'll all be over soon.
I hope you're right. I do, too.
Hey, kiddo, I know how hard this is for you.
I just feel like it'll never be over. I remember Doug telling me that he'd never let me go, and now here he is, still hurting the people I love.
Yeah, everybody's in the living room.
Hi. I know you must be exhausted, but I had to...
Oh, sweetheart, I'm so glad you came at times like these. Family is so important.
Okay. Hands up.
Hands up.
This one. Come on.
Last one? Will the last one
That's
too?
fine. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. What do you think of this place?
Oh, gosh, that's... It's going to be very successful. I can just feel it.
Okay. I hope so. Well, it's about time I proved to myself I can be a success.
And listen to Walsh at the same time?
Yeah. Anything wrong with that?
No. Nothing at all. What about Sierra? You have to prove anything to her?
Maybe. Maybe that I got the guts enough to stand on my own 2 feet without Lucinda. Could have done that a lot sooner, but I didn't.
Well, no use thinking about that now. There's nothing you can do about that. I mean, but think what's ahead. I mean, this place is going to be so successful. The sky's the limit.
What makes you so sure?
Oh, I knew it the first time we talked.
Oh, yeah, the time that you convinced me to stay in town, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You did me a big favor that night. I'd like to think I had something to do with your decision to stay, too.
You did. You did. I kept thinking what you said about us being in the winner's circle, and I realized that I had nothing, to gain by running away again.
Well, and here's to us in that winner's circle.
You bet. I'll get there as soon as I can, all right? In the meantime, I want you to start on the editorial. Yeah, about the Hughes arrest, all right? And lay it on thick, baby. Give the people what they want, a little blood, a little intrigue. Yeah, you know exactly what to do. All right. Absolutely, I want the special edition to hit the streets tomorrow when Hobson has his press conference. Of course we can do it. Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you shortly. Honey, why are you looking at me that way?
Why do you always have to make things worse than they already are? Why can't you leave the Hughes family alone?
Darling, news like this doesn't come every week. It's my job. I'm getting out the news.
Well, I just don't think it's right.
Darling, there is no right. There is no wrong. There is just a newspaper business, and you're just too young and idealistic to understand it. So would you get out of your pretty dress and pop into your pretty bed, please?
I don't want to go to bed. Honey?
What's the matter?
I just feel like everybody I care about is disappearing from me lately. First Daddy, now Craig.
Craig is a phone call away.
I know he's a phone call away, but he hasn't even stopped by here once since he quit. Iva's leaving me now. You don't know how much I'm going to miss her, Mom.
Yeah, I don't understand your attachment to that.
She cares about me. She's always there when I need somebody.
I care about you, baby. I'm here.
I know, Mom. Try to understand this, but you're not here enough for me.
Lily. Little Lily, insatiable.
Oh, honey, there's my city editor.
I'm going to take it downstairs, all right? I'll come back. I'll tuck you in. I'll tuck you in before I have to leave.
Kim, I'm not sure what line of attack Hobson's going to use in his prosecution. But it seemed to me when he was here questioning you the other night, he was very interested in the discrepancies between Franny's story and yours.
Well, honey, you said yourself that they're bound to be discrepancies.
I know, but see, he doesn't have a case. He's grasping at straws, and he's got to present something to the grand jury. Now, I can't go with you for the actual hearing, but I can prepare you for it.
Okay. What do I do?
I want you to think back to the day you walked in on Doug attacking Franny. Think if there's anything about that day that you can remember that you haven't come forward with yet. Anything at all, Kim.
Hi, Dad. Kathy.
How's my little girl?
I could use some cheering up. It's been one of those days.
You remember when you were little? Place your feet in fifth position.
Okay.
Doing her best.
Oh, Dad.
Cross your arms. And squeeze. There. You get a big hug from Daddy.
I miss you, Dad.
Know what's missing in Pringles light potato chips? A lot of the fat you get in regular potato chips. And you'll never miss it.
Know what else is missing in Pringles Light? A lot of the salt in their regular chips.
You'll never miss it.
No, it's not missing?
You guessed it.
Pringles Light in the silver can. Less fat, less salt, and so much flavor you will never miss what's missing.
Never.
I'm the first to leave my bed. Gotta get 'em dressed and fed. Give 'em all a little pet and some citrus to select. And their day gets going and their juices get flowing with the day supply of vitamin C. When the juice is from the heart, it's a healthy way to start. Citrus to select. Get your juices flowing. Citrus to select. Get your juices flowing.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Pringles Potato Chips, regular, light, rippled, cheesums, and sour cream and onion. And by delicious Citrus Hill Select Orange Juice. It gets your juices flowing. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Monday.
$2 million.
Too many lottery winners spell fraud on Cagney and Lacey.
Another winning ticket. Who's got a gun?
An historic homecoming for a piano legend. Vladimir Horowitz returns to Russia. Charles Kuralt reports from Moscow tonight on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
This is CBS. Why is everybody coming home?
Well, they seem to have more of a homey atmosphere about the station. They still seem more small town, more than city. And I don't like getting lost in a great big city. I like this idea of a small town, and you just don't seem like a number when it's like that.
Come on back home where you belong.
Spring means spring house cleaning and redecorating. Step into the new expanded showrooms at Fern McDonald's Interior Design. Let the competent staff assist you with your decorating. Start with new carpeting, then choose new furniture, or reupholster your present furniture. Put the finishing touches on your rooms with decorative lamps, pillows, pictures, and festive flowers. See all the new decorating furnishings at Fern McDonald's Interior Designs, located in the Open Mall, downtown Mankato.
Channel 12, friends you can count on for weather.
Count on your friends and
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Well? Kim, is there anything at all you recall about that day that you haven't come forward with? Because if there is, I guarantee you, Hobson either knows it or he's going to find out. And it doesn't matter how small or insignificant it seems, he'll blow it up to the grand jury. You've got to level with me, Kim. This is no time for secrets.
I know that. I realize in order to properly represent me, I have to tell you everything. Honey, there is something that...
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much.
Kim, you were just going to say something. What was it?
Just that I appreciate everything you're doing for me.
Well, it just makes my job a lot easier knowing this is an open and shut case. I just can't wait for Hobson to have his little tricks backfire on him. Will you do me a favor? Just try not to worry too much about this.
I'll do my very best. This should never have happened. I wish I could trade places with you. I would if I could. Honey, you heard your brother. Hobson doesn't have a case.
I don't know. I'm beginning to feel like we're caught in a nightmare that'll never end.
Wait, now listen. The worst is over. Darling, let's be so grateful for that. Okay? And I want you to be as strong as you can possibly be for the next few weeks. Would you do that for me?
There's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
I know that. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you either. And I heard you scream out to the master bedroom. When I opened the door, you were on the bed. You were unconscious. And Douglas was attacking you. He was so far gone, he wouldn't stop. And I saw this crystal knife lying there. And I knew that was the only way.
Mrs. Hughes, are you saying...
I killed Douglas Cummings.
Hold it. I just don't understand why you want to stay here tonight.
It'll save me a trip in the morning. Besides, I like it here. I feel like it's my own space.
Your own? I don't see how you can say that. I mean, 10th person to Walsh owns this place.
No, I'm not talking about who holds the deed. It's just a feeling. Can't explain it.
Well, how do you feel about the farm?
Farm's my home. It's just that this place is nice. I can come to it. Nobody bothers me. Why are you asking me all these questions?
I don't know. I guess I realized that, I don't know you any better than when I first came home.
Not that much to know.
Oh, yes, there is. I think you're a very complicated guy. Under that strong, silent exterior is a very gentle heart.
Maybe.
Oh, come on. Look at the way you're helping Lily out. I think it's sweet.
Sweet?
Well, yes. It was your idea to bring her back to the farm when her mother was in the hospital. In fact, I bet Lily Walsh knows you better than your own family does.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. I just meant the way that you're helping Lily out it's very...
Oh, say it again.
Yes, it is.
I wish you wouldn't read things into me that aren't there.
Well, all right. What is there? What do you want in life?
What everybody wants. More than what I've got.
I was thinking this week that I could ask Steve if he needs another guy on the construction crew. It pays very well. It pays better than this.
Yeah. And in 5 years, I might work my way up to foreman of the crew.
Well, so? What's wrong with that?
Not enough. That's what's wrong. I have a brain, Iva. I got top grades when I was in school. Except in English.
Well, that's because you don't use them enough.
But I know how to work with figures. It's got to be worth something.
You know Papa was good with figures. I guess you take after him.
I guess. Never really knew him.
But you have a picture of him in your room.
You don't miss much, do you?
Neither do you. I guess we're more alike than I thought we were, huh?
Maybe. Wouldn't be so bad, would it?
Oh, thank you. Take that as a compliment. Well, I guess I better get going. I think our little talk tonight was,
Sweet?
Yes, I think it was. And maybe I'll give you a little hint. Maybe if you talk to people more, they could see that brain you have inside, that brain that you're proud of, you know?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Good night. Yeah?
I'm glad that you're going to be staying. You know, not leaving.
How did you know that?
I don't talk much, but keep my ears open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night. Sleep tight.
Night.
Oh, honey, how can I tuck you in bed when you're sitting by the window? Why aren't you in bed, my dear? I go to bed. Oh, come on now. It's school tomorrow. Come along, darling. Just lie down under the covers, close those beautiful eyes, and you'll just drift right off. Now, don't balk like a filly, okay, babe?
Mom?
Yes, darling.
Where's the China Cat Dusty Mason?
Oh, honey.
Did you move it? I hope you
I
moved
meant
it.
to tell you, I'm so sorry. When you were at the farm, I slept in here one night. I missed you, you know. And I just picked it up, and it dropped, and I broke it.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. I just wanted to know where it was.
Well, I was wondering when you were going to notice that it was gone. I'm sorry. I know how important that little cat was to you.
You know, there's lots of things that are not so important to me.
Hey, baby, come on. Baby, I don't know what it is. The growing pains. Right? There you go. I wish I had a wand.
I would just wave it, and then
I
you
don't
would feel
need
better.
a wand. I don't need a wand. I need somebody who needs me and wants to be with me.
I need you. I want to be with you.
Till the next business meeting.
Hey, come on. Stop that. Don't be tedious. You know, there are things that are just, they're not under my control. Like work, huh?
Work? You own the company, Mom. You can take a couple of months off. You know that. You need a vacation.
Darling, I happen to thrive on business.
I know you thrive on business, but you need a vacation. You need to horseback ride. Huh? We could, it's spring, we could plant a garden.
Darling, I do not think that the new gardener would approve. Sweetheart, at the Snyders, I've really gotten interested in American Gothic and all that, but you gotta realize that's a fantasy. That's not us and the way we live. Can you accept that?
I guess I have to.
And I have meetings, business meetings that I have to go to. They're like the one that I am late to at the moment. And furthermore, I have a confession to make to you. I would be a terrible farmer. Honey, could you just go to bed? And could you tell me that you understand so that I could concentrate at my meeting tonight, please?
Okay, I understand. We are who we are, and we cannot change that.
Oh, darling, you make it sound so depressing. I think it's pretty good where we are. We got each other. We got this wonderful lifestyle. Little Meg Snyder, she'd change places with you in a second.
She probably would, wouldn't she? Look, you're late for a meeting, like you said, so you better get going.
No, not until I get my kiss. All right? All right, darling, look, I will be there in the morning, no matter what time I come in, all right?
Right.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
I love you a lot. All right. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed.
There are two ways to close a trash bag. The wimpy way or the cinch sack way from Hefty. The cinch sack. Now there's one for the yard. Fill it up and it closes up. Reopen it and put in more. Want a bag that'll close every time? Then don't send a wimpy bag to do a hefty job. Try the new lawn and leaf cinch sack from Hefty.
Rice-A-Roni. Mm-hmm. The flavor secret is in Rice-A-Roni's delicate blend of special herbs and seasonings. Ready in minutes for the whole family.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
Unthinkable? Unthinkable.
The unthinkable taste of Cheerios. Not a lot of sugar to weigh down those Cheerios. Look how they float, don't keep them down. So you can't, she can't, you can't miss the unthinkable taste of Cheerios. Not a lot of sugar to weigh down those Cheerios. The unthinkable taste of Cheerios.
You're up. You can't sleep. Are you going to take just any sleep aid? Or is tonight the night you join the millions who've switched to Unisom? Unisom is unique. Only Unisom contains doxylamine. In medical tests, people fell asleep faster, an average of 23 minutes faster than without Unisom. No wonder Unisom is America's #1 sleep aid. So join the millions who've switched to Unisom. Take Unisom and fall asleep faster.
Does your antacid work fast enough?
It seems to take forever.
Try double strength Mylanta 2 with nearly double the acid-neutralizing power of any leading brand.
That's real relief with the double strength difference.
Mylanta 2.
When you wouldn't take advantage of someone so wonderful as Lisa. It does make me feel a lot better about the wedding.
Well?
Well, you see, you are going to give me away, and Lisa is my matron of honor. I'm just glad that there are not going to be any undercurrents during the ceremony.
There were certainly no more than the ones that are already there.
And what do you mean by that?
Oh, look, my dear, I have known you since you were 16 years old, and you can't hide anything from me. So when Brian asked you to set the wedding date, you panicked. Then suddenly you unpanicked. Then later you repanicked. And now, you just couldn't be happier about May 2nd.
Don't be silly. I'm just having premarital jitters.
No, I don't think that's true. I really would like to know what the secret is that would make you so nervous about your upcoming marriage.
Brian, where have you been, honey? I missed you.
Oh, I've been going slowly out of my mind. It's been a crazy night.
Oh, well, on nights like this, one should follow one's impulses, and I have just had one. Let's not wait until May 2nd. Let's elope right now. Hmm?
What?
Yeah.
Well, we just set the date.
Oh, come on. Where's that romantic spirit of yours?
I don't know. I guess maybe it's taking a nap.
Yeah, I guess you do look a little tired. Why don't you wait here, and I will get you some coffee, darling.
No, you don't need to do that.
Oh, I want to do it. I want to take care of you. Oh, we can put the elopement plans on ice for the moment. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'm just glad that we didn't spill this because the coffee is for Brian, and I'm sure he can use it just about now. You left... Oh, no. I just know what he's like when he's busy. By the way, I never did get a chance to congratulate you on your engagement. I think Mr. McCall showed remarkably good.
Well, thank you. It comes as quite a compliment from someone who cares so much about him.
I guess it's no secret that I'm very fond of Brian. Because I am, I want him to be happy. I'm just so glad that he chose you instead of Father Ryan.
Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, honey, not a thing. Thanks so much for coming.
Time we left?
I think I'm going to stay for a while. You have an early morning tomorrow. You go ahead.
No. When you're ready.
Steve, listen, I know you've been a little tight-lipped ever since I told you I talked to Dad Channing.
I can fight my own battle.
Hey, these are our battles. I just wanted to help.
You don't even know the guy.
I know the type. Matter of fact, he reminds me a lot of how Craig used to be. He's just very insecure. I mean, that's why he's going to these lengths to hurt Iva. Frankly, I don't know how he sleeps at night.
Probably with his wallet. I don't know. I wouldn't trade places with him no matter how rich he is. I like the way we sleep a lot better.
Well, Lisa, I know how hard you've worked. And I just think it'd be a good idea if you let me open fasteners tomorrow and you sleep in, okay?
Well, I sleep also. Thank you so much, Barbara.
Hey, listen, Toots, I'm going to take off. So you want to ride?
No, thank you. I think I'm going to stay a while.
Come on, it can't be too pleasant with Tom hanging out here. Especially since he's with Simply Barracuda there.
No, it's not very pleasant. But I came here to be with Kim, and I'll stay here until she's better.
You good, kid?
Well, I know how pleased I've been about you not representing me any longer, but I met with Greg Hadley in the office today, and I think things are going to work out just fine, Tom.
Good. Good, I'm glad.
Good night.
Night, Barbara.
Margot?
What's the matter? You nibble but not bite?
I gotta talk to you for a minute. About Hobson. Listen, he's got to have something on Kim to risk taking this to the grand jury. Do you have any idea what it is?
Not a clue. After Roy Franklin got thrown off the case, everyone suddenly at the station got very quiet. I do have a feeling, though, that Hobson is concentrating on the discrepancies between Kim and Franny's testimony.
I picked up on that, too, but that's not enough to take a case to the grand jury. There's got to be something else. I just have this feeling he's going to throw something at Kim unexpectedly while she's in the hearing.
I wish I could help you.
I don't have any right to ask you this. But if you hear something, will you please tell me?
Of course I will. You didn't have to ask. I'm on your side. In this.
What's going on in here?
Baking cookies for Daddy's birthday, Mama.
Well, honey, you better get out the butter-flavored Crisco.
But this recipe says margarine, Mama.
Butter-flavored Crisco will make it better, more buttery tasting.
Goldeny Rich Butter Flavor Crisco has no salt or cholesterol. Use it whenever your recipe calls for margarine. See, flavors can fade during baking, but Butter Flavor Crisco is made just for cooking. Margarine isn't. So Butter Flavor Crisco gives foods a rich, buttery taste no margarine can match. More buttery taste in every bite.
These are delicious. I think I'll take another. Hey, girl, I thought this was for your daddy. Butter-flavored Crisco for more buttery taste every time.
Anyone who thinks jazz is cool ought to see my group when we're really hot.
Give your body the best.
Safeguard, the most deodorant soap lather you can get to clean odor away with the most deodorant soap protection you can get to help keep odor away.
Hey, that's important. Because nobody wants to end their evening on a sour note.
Give your body the best with Safeguard.
You never listen. What? I said you never listen.
Sorry, Mom, I wasn't listening.
You were going to wash all your grungy suffer gear in the same temperature, right?
Right.
Wrong.
But the mud's the same.
But the clothes are different.
So?
So, Cheer listens. Why don't you?
It listens to what?
To your clothes. They ask for different temperatures. See, the shorts in hot, the jacket in warm, and the shirt in cold, or it fades.
I need 3 detergents?
No, just one. All temperature Cheer. See? Hot, warm, cold.
This grunge and cold? Come on, Mom.
Wayne, listen to your mother. See, your shorts, your jacket, how about that shirt?
Where's the mud?
Now will you listen?
Hey, Mom!
3 temperatures, 1 great clean. That's today's all-temperature cheer.
We really did it right tonight, didn't we?
Face it, you've got a hit on your hands.
And what you smiling at, huh? Night, Joe.
Good night.
You and Lisa McCall are forming a partnership? The Titanic had a better chance of making it.
Watch us. We're bound for success, Lucinda. He taught me all your tricks, and I'm going to pull every one of them out of the hat.
What kind of a man are you? You're hiding behind Lisa McCall's skirts now. You're not man enough to fight for the woman you love.
You helped me make the decision today. I kept remembering something you said, that we both wind up in the winner's circle.
Please, Ivor, don't leave. I need you.
Shall I give Tad Channing your best? Oh, that's right. He's already had it.
Well, I had a pretty low opinion of myself back then.
I'm glad you decided to stay. I'd hate to lose a friend I respect so.
What are you doing here?
I came to see you.
How did you know I was here tonight?
It's weird. I can't explain it. I just knew that you were here.
Good night, Steve. Good night, Betsy. Drive carefully.
Oh, I think I'd better be leaving, too.
I'm sorry this had to happen on your opening night.
I'm so sorry it had to happen at all. Let me say goodnight to everyone.
Sure.
All right, dear. I'll tell her. Yes. Chris will be home just as soon as he can get here.
Oh, Nancy, he doesn't have to do that.
Oh, yes, he does. I may need his legal advice.
Okay.
I cannot tell you how wonderful I felt to see you and Margot talking.
Oh, Mom, don't get your hopes up. It was business.
Well, it's a beginning, and so far I'll buy that, okay? Love you, darling.
Night.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night.
Honey, you really have to take it easy. We'll take care of all of this.
Well,
think I'll go. I won't wait for Chris.
Oh,
I feel like you've been hit by a train. You must. Listen, don't worry about all this. You leave that to me. Best thing we've got going for us is time. Because it's going to take Hodgson some time to put this grand jury together. In the meantime, I promise you, I am going to do everything I can to figure out what the hell he is basing this on.
Okay, dear.
Night.
Good night, sweetheart.
I'm going to call it a day, Hal. Got a big press conference tomorrow morning. It's going to be quite an event. Yeah. Hal, I know this has been a difficult case for you, and I want to thank you for remaining impartial.
Hasn't been easy, sir. I'll be glad when it's over.
Well, that shouldn't be too long. I just told Lieutenant McCloskey I'm having a grand jury assembled ASAP. So, with a little luck, we'll have a hearing scheduled by next week.